be told. When I wonder what the future holds, it takes me out of the present. New moon waxing, full moon waning, crescent. Life cycles, teammates or rivals. Soul search, state of us, World War III. The goal's always survival. That's nature. Day you're born when you meet your maker. Tears start chasing paper, burning trees or melting.
Have a little fun, girl.
Hunky dory.
We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing.
Hunky dory.
Hunky dory.
Hunky dory.
And then, like you said, after.
Hey, hunky dory.
Hunky dory.
Girls, get you on the podium. That's the goal.
Let's do it.
Hattie Kanyo made her splash on the scene at the 2024 West Coast Classic, where she locked up her bid to the CrossFit Games with one event to go. With all that excitement, the 2025 season was upon us and looking bright for Hattie. She went to Wadapalooza, where she ended up suffering an injury. Then the uphill climb began. Hattie was forced to train in limited capacity through much of the spring. She worked with her coach Tristan to come up with a plan to be ready for the CrossFit Games season, make it through, and somehow get back to the 2025 CrossFit Games. It all led to her going to the last possible qualifying event of the year, NorCal Classic. In a three-way battle between Alex Gazan, Hattie Kanyo, and Carolyn Prevost, Alex Gazan and Hattie Kanyo ended up punching their tickets to the 2025 CrossFit Games, Hattie by 1 point.
All right, after 2 hours of driving and about probably an hour of waiting to get through customs, we are finally getting on the plane. Woohoo!
That brings us to now, 2 days before the CrossFit Games.
So why all the pasta?
Carb loading. We got to start carb loading today, and then we're having pasta or pasta. You Americans say pasta. Yeah, we're gonna have this every night. That's just what I do to carb load. So yeah, it's easy, and I love pasta. Like I'll eat this all night long. So yeah.
Gentle on the stomach?
Yeah.
My goal is to get you talking with your mouth full.
Yeah. So for the most part, it does like fill me out a lot. I feel like I get really full with it, but that's good. That's kind of what I want. And it helps with the recovery. Like the more I can eat the carbs like this, I notice it in my recovery. So it's worth it. It's worth it to feel a little fluffy for the recovery and for the performance. So yeah.
Would it be the same if you didn't have a big run?
Yeah. But that is one thing we talked about is my nutrition coach was talking about how we're going to carb load before that. I know we're going to have to carb load like a lot because we have to get up so early, and I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast yet because, yeah, I just don't want to eat something too crazy before the run.
Compared to last year, GoRuck was a sponsor. This year, it's Velites.
They said that they say it like the V is actually kind of pronounced a B, so it's Velites.
Velites.
Yeah, it's kind of like the B is like, or the V is, yeah, it kind of sounds like a B. I don't know if it actually is a B in Spanish, but that's just how it sounds when they say it, like Velites.
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 So, what was the haul like this year compared to last?
I would say it's pretty similar. I think we might have got a couple less of this because I was counting it and I was like, oh, we have 10 events and I think I have like 9 shorts or 8 shorts or something. Or shorts and pants. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to probably wash one of them. Or maybe for the back squat, you're not really sweating on that, so I could just double up on that. And then I feel like 6 and 7 is one event, so that should be fine. So yeah, I think it's pretty similar, maybe one less clothing. And then as for like all the other stuff, I feel like it's pretty similar. Maybe we got a couple extra things last year, but like we got some lifters, we got some really cool Yeti bags this year. The Belites backpack is insane. It's really cool. But yeah, I think like last year had some really cool stuff and this year has some really cool stuff. So this is gonna take me an hour to eat, just so you know. It's my thing. I just take forever, and everyone's, especially my best friend, she's my nutrition coach, and she's like, let's go. Like even this morning, I had a bagel with cream cheese, and at the end of it, I just had to like wash it down with orange juice. I just chewed it up enough that I could just swallow it with orange juice.
Is it hard for you to get the calories you need in a day? Like,
yeah, especially during competition, just because like your butterflies and like your stomach just feels like it's going like this, like just closing, like you don't want to eat anything.
last year they said you were an overnight success. You know, and I don't think people know how much work went into that overnight, right?
Yeah.
Years and years of work went into that. What are the storylines this year for you?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I feel like you're getting more media attention this year than last year. And you got a lot last year for being this.
For being a newbie, like, rookie who no one knows. I did for sure. I think doing so good at semifinals helped with that for sure. So I don't know what it would be for me this year. Maybe just if she can, kind of hold her own and hopefully get better than last year. That's obviously the goal, is to get better each year, but I honestly just want to make myself proud this year and just try to enjoy it, because it is such a mental game before this. Even when I was sitting in the briefing just 2 hours ago, my leg was going crazy, moving, because I was just so nervous. And then I just thought, oh, do I even want to be here? It was so weird. My head was just doing this weird thing where it was just trying to pull me away and just trying to be negative. And I was just like, no, yes, you do want to be here. Once you get on the competition floor, you're gonna remember why you do this and why you want to be here. But just all of the nerves sitting there, and maybe that's why I have a headache right now too, is just like Tristan said, just too much stimulation. We barely did anything today, but I just think it's just so much stimulation. I feel like maybe because it still feels a little bit like a rookie year this year, in the sense of we didn't get to meet a lot of people last year, because everyone was kind of in their own bubbles, kind of what happened, right? I'm still not really, I've talked to a bunch of girls, and I would say I'm friends with some of them, right? But it's still hard because especially being in Canada, I don't really get to go see a lot of people, or I'm not a part of a camp or whatever where I get to go see a lot of people. So I feel like I'm still in this bubble where I'm just just trying to figure out my way.
It's always been said there's two types of people back in the back. People that like to talk, and people that like to stay to themselves.
I can see that.
Who are you?
I like to talk and dance. I was just telling Hillard today, and James Sprague, I even commented on the CrossFit Games post that they did with all the guys' pictures, because you know how there's Hopper and Pepper, their little stepbrothers post. So I just posted and was like, why are the guys having more fun than us? Because I feel like when you walk in, all the girls are kind of just there's a little bit of cattiness going on. I tried to say hi to somebody that I knew and competed with before, and I was expecting to go give her a hug and say hi, and she just was seemed like she did not want to talk to me, and I was like, okay. Maybe she's in her, I tried not to judge and just be whatever, maybe she's in her own head and it's fine. But I just am that person, and I keep telling people I'm not gonna change just to I don't know. I'm not gonna change to try to change my game, I guess, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or to try to change someone else's game, to try to get into their head. I'm not that person, so I don't think I'll ever want to be that person, so whatever. Each to their own, to be honest, so.
So the first time we ever talked in person,
We are with Hattie Kanyo, who just sold it out on
Sold
event
the soul.
5. Went through those snatches, high hit the runner, and then I don't think I've ever seen more grit and determination on her face all weekend long.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm fighting for sure for those points. Yesterday was not like a happy finish for me, so I was just like, I need to step back and be happy and like have fun. So I was having a dance party with Maggie downstairs. The lady who like puts us through the tunnels. I was like, come on, we gotta dance or something because I need to be happy again. So yeah, I'm stoked.
and you were battling some mental stuff about not enjoying the moment. What do you do now to make sure that you allow yourself to do that?
It's still hard because I want to do really well, you know what I mean? And I do get in my head a lot, but I try to have fun and I try to dance and I try to talk with people and just like joke around and stuff, right? But again, that's sometimes hard with the girls because like a lot of the times they don't even want to talk, so I don't know. I think it was funny because Sprague, today we were just talking about that, how the guys are having more fun. And he's like, don't worry, I'll be your hype man. And I was like, okay, sick. We can both dance together and just be weird together, so.
You live the ups and downs with her.
Yeah.
What is that like for you?
I'm a pretty rational, logic-based person, just in general. I'm not somebody who has a lot of emotional swings. And my default thing to always have with her in those conversations is to like walk her through whatever she's feeling. Like, is this logical? Like, does this make sense? Or are we just kind of catastrophizing what could go wrong, this, that, and the other? And then also something I've learned in the last 3 years is sometimes just letting her be super upset for 20 minutes and telling her it's going to be okay. And like, it's all right. How you feel today is not how you're going to feel tomorrow. And it's not a indicator of how you're going to feel on the competition floor at the games or on the competition floor at semifinals or whatever, right? So I think just kind of trying to be like a steady, constant like anchor in a sense, and like whether it's like a really, really good day, a really, really bad day, like, and whatever's causing the bad day, whether it's just the way she's feeling, the way she thinks she did on a workout or a training piece or whatever, just like staying kind of grounded in the training being consistent. That's what matters. We're gonna have good days, we're gonna have bad days. Half the time when she says she has a bad day, it's like, yeah, well, it's Wednesday and I killed you for the last 48 hours, so that checks out, right? Like, just those kind of things that an athlete, those things just don't register. They don't matter. To them, it's like performance on every event, right? Like every workout and training. It's like, I want to crush this, I want to crush this, I want to crush this. And it's just kind of that communication of, it's okay that you had a bad training piece. It's okay that lifting didn't feel as good as you'd have liked it to feel today. Sometimes it's part of the plan, right?
She was like one of the only girls who was in the corral, and she was like, hi, how are you? Like, are you excited and stuff, right? So that made me feel more comfortable, and I really appreciated that. And she is one to be like, you know, give a tip or two to some, because I'm not a rookie. Now I'm a second year, but I still am new. So even today we were talking about the pegboards, and she like gave me a tip, or she said like, it's like this, it's not like this, or whatever, right? So I really appreciate that, right? Because some people will hold that to themselves and not say anything. And I'm like her, where I will help other people. Yeah, maybe it'll kick me in the butt sometimes. Like, I helped one person who's actually here with their ring muscle ups, and now they're a really, really great athlete and really good at ring muscle ups, and I was just like, okay. Not gonna say who, but I did help them with their ring muscle ups. I don't know if they'll ever say that I did, but yeah. I want to help people get better, so.
And you're a coach at heart too.
And I
right?
am a coach at heart, so I think that's where that comes from. maybe I need to be a better competitor in that way. I don't know, but who knows? Who knows what the right thing to do is? You know what I mean? I feel like just being yourself. Yeah.
What about in between attempts on the max back squat?
No, I'll be slapping my ass for that one. That's my thing. I'll just be like, maybe that could be actually a good time. You'll probably see me down there, you know, in my head a little bit, but I'll try to like dance it out a little bit. But yeah, usually for like a max lift, I'm slapping my butt, stimulating the nervous system, you know?
But it is pretty hilarious that you always have a chalk handprint on your ass.
Oh my butt. Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah.
That'll never stop.
Even when you're on the podium, chalk ass print.
Chalk ass print, yeah.
What's for lunch?
It's like it's really, really inflamed, bruising going
Chicken
on,
and rice.
complaining, almost like throttling. She runs up to a certain point, she
And I've
cramps
been
up.
chewing this for a bit.
Yeah, some weird shit.
Yeah,
I'm just
so
gonna
we're
take
preventing
it down with
Yep.
water.
Go ahead and put some shorts on,
Okay.
so we can get into this lower back. We may end up doing some cupping on you.
Okay.
We'll grassing out the areas really good, and then we'll work on the shoulders some more. And then, if you need work in the morning, which we probably won't have the time.
Yeah, afterwards for
yeah.
sure. On my legs.
Yes.
I'll probably just come straight
It'll be
to
a
you
quickie.
after.
It'll probably be a
Because
quickie.
we have to get you fueled, we got to get you warmed up.
Well, she'll
all
be
that
able to
stuff.
start fueling as soon as we're done, basically.
I'm probably gonna leave my Yeti cooler with you, and it'll have to be full of
With
food.
me.
Yeah.
Leave it with
or
me,
you?
'cause
Are you
we're-
gonna be at the
Yeah,
He's gonna be
event?
at ACC.
Yeah.
No, but I want it
Then
at
leave it
the
with
event.
me.
Yeah.
Then just leave it with me. That's fine. You just leave it with me.
Unless you're running around, but we can put it like somewhere.
I'm not chasing you up and down 6 miles.
You're probably gonna be sitting.
no.
You're probably gonna be sitting up in that bleacher.
Yeah,
right?
so you're coming back to the same spot every 2 miles,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Yeah. Then y'all walk
And
back.
then literally
It's nice.
right after I come to you, I grab something out of there and I start eating it.
Yep. For a change.
For sure.
Or you could hold it. Whoever.
Oh yeah.
Whoever it
I'm
is,
chilling.
Yeah.
you're gonna have
Me and
my
Jake will
food.
be there.
Nah.
11:09, and we still don't know, is it guys first, is it girls first?
Yeah, that's
We don't know what heat
that's
anybody's
interesting. They haven't
in,
released that either.
but
Yeah, 11:10.
the second event of the CrossFit Games is refueling before the second event.
Yeah.
So Jake,
Yo,
what's this week like for you?
it's pretty. I mean, I think the travel aspect is the worst part. Being here is the relaxing part for me. Because I like
Chilling.
just from the airport, like getting to the airport's like 10 hours for me from where I actually am. That's the nearest airport that I can get to after work. So I think this is the chill part where I get to like relax her mentally.
Do you take the role of roadie or boyfriend or?
Oh, definitely boyfriend. Yeah. Chill boyfriend.
Definitely.
Keep the stress low for her. Bring her back to reality.
When she's on the floor,
Too
what's that
chill.
like for you?
Say again.
When she's out on the floor,
Oh man, that's when I actually get out of like my own bubble when she's on the floor. I'm a bit more ecstatic. I cheer more. It's definitely a different me when she's out on the floor.
are there any nerves or just pure excitement?
Oh yeah, definitely nerves. Yeah, it hits different when you have a significant other out on the big stage. So yeah,
And
Super full.
how did you two meet?
CrossFit. Yeah, it was about 7 years ago. Hey,
8. We're in our 8.
8 years ago.
And you were both doing CrossFit?
Yeah, so I think her professor convinced her to finally come to class,
Yeah.
and then she slid into the DMs.
Yeah, I had to talk to him.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a different world. I was the athlete and she was the firefighter, and now it's exact difference. Like she's the athlete and I'm the firefighter now.
So how long did it take for her to start smoking you in classes?
It was pretty recent. Let's just say that. Just kidding.
What?
Let's give me the benefit of the doubt here. No, it was, I don't know, halfway through the relationship. We were like, her first event, she was already finishing in the top 5. Like, it was crazy. She has never not finished in like the top 10, I swear. Other than maybe like her first semifinals. It was ridiculous.
focus on your
Like
breathing.
as
No,
soon as she got
first
into
semi-
competing for
second
CrossFit, she was
semifinals.
always at the top of the leaderboard. So,
There you
Yeah.
go.
so that's kind of when she started separating herself. Was when she started competing.
Is there a mindset that's shared because you both fight fires
Oh,
and
yeah.
you both CrossFit?
It makes
like,
it so much easier for me, and she understands like the sacrifice. So, but yeah, it still takes its toll though. Like distance isn't easy, but she understands why I'm up there and what I'm doing. So, and like especially when like extensions happen or callbacks are called, I basically get 3 days off every 18 days, and that's not enough to make it down home. It's like 12 and a half hours to get home, so can't make it home on those days off. But when we do have normal seasons, when it's 15 on, 6 off, then I can make those 6 days. I'll always make it down south, make the 12-hour drive to come down. So,
Wow.
but she understands it all. She understands because she did it for 6 years. She's done it more than I have. I'm only in my 4th year, so yeah.
And then you get extended time off from that profession. In
Yeah, 6 months on,
off-season.
6 months off. It's seasonal, so yeah.
Yeah.
And I just follow her along on her journey, her CrossFit journey during the winter.
And because you do CrossFit, then you can also understand, at least to some degree, what she's going through.
Absolutely, yeah. I was in her shoes, not at this high a level, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Definitely understand what it takes. Yeah.
You look around the landscape and you see these people that you are better than that all of a sudden shoot by you.
Oh, we're gonna talk about. You're just going straight into it, eh? Yeah. What do you want to know?
So, we were talking about how Hiller does these videos and he'll say like he's suspected people have used performance enhancing drugs or not, and that you've had the same wondering in your career. How does that affect your mindset as you train every day and work your butt off every day to be the best you can?
I mean, yeah, it goes through your head sometimes, but you gotta just try to not think about it, because then you're thinking about someone else more than yourself. And so I don't know, I'm just really grateful to have people in my corner to like talk me out of that too, because it's like, oh, maybe I do need to take something or whatever, right? And then I've had like a lot of chats with people at my gym, and they're just like, we know you and you would be so upset with yourself if you did something like that. And I know that about myself too. I'm not a very good liar either, right? So I feel like I wouldn't be able to like keep that in if I did something like that either. But I know for me, yeah, I would be pissed at myself if I took something and, got to this level. So I don't know. It does go through your head sometimes when you see someone, like you said, when you were at the same level, or maybe you were better than somebody, and then all of a sudden they're just like skyrocketing, getting like crazy better than you, and you're like, oh, am I doing enough, or am I, you know what I mean? And then that goes through your head a little bit too. But again, you can't think about that too much, I guess. You gotta just try to focus on yourself and not what other people are doing. Yeah, I mean, I made a post a few months ago saying that exact thing, like mindset is like this sport, sure it's physical, but mindset is like the hardest thing, because it can just be a freaking roller coaster. Like even, up to NCC to semifinals, it was a freaking roller coaster. You can ask Tristan, like my whole mindset was just like this. One day I'd be like, I feel like a rock star, and then the next day it'd be like, why am I even doing this? I'm not fit enough, or whatever, right? Mind you, I had the injury going on too, but that's a whole nother layer, right, of like getting to your head. But even just up to the games too, it was like one day would be so good, and then another day would be like, I'm not even fit at all, you know what I mean? And I think it's just plays tricks on you, and you just gotta kind of step back and just be like, and just remember how much work you've put in. And I mean, the more calm I am and the more like happy, I guess, the more like, yeah, just more calm. I was talking to Hiller about this the other day. It was just like, that's why we were at the check-in for 2 hours, because I was just dancing with people, talking with people, and that's my kind of like
relaxation, I guess. When I get to dance, when I get to chat with people, when I get to just like, yeah, just be myself, be my outgoing self, I guess. And that really like brings all the bad, negative shit that's going on in my head down. Whether that's me like pushing it down, but I mean, it works for me, right?
And that is, I just watched Nick Matthews' video he put out about making it back to the games after not making it last year.
Yeah.
And he says in that video that he couldn't believe how fast he started to feel irrelevant.
Like after he didn't make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have those fears?
It's so weird because it's like, it's not the fear of like, I don't know, that's a hard question because for me, again, it's just kind of like roller coaster emotions. It's like, oh, why am I not getting certain spotlight, or why am I not getting, you know, like what's so different about so and so, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of stuff like that. But then I'm also like, do I actually care about that? I don't know, because this sport is so weird in that sense of like, yes, we want to find sponsors, and the more followers you have, then the more sponsors you're going to find or get or whatever. But then also, do I really care about that? I have some really genuine followers, so part of me is just like, actually, I don't know if I actually care about that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But then it creeps into your head again. You're like, oh, maybe I should care about that because then I'll get more sponsors and then I won't have to work as much and then I can get paid and blah, 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 all of that. So like, again, it's just a roller coaster of emotions. Some days you're really good and then other days you're like, oh no, am I doing enough? You know what I mean? And I don't know if I have like really the fear of like the irrelevance, but I don't know. It does feel good to be able to make it 2 years in a row for sure. But then all of a sudden next year we'll be like, oh no, I need to make it 3 times to show my worth. You know what I mean? So like each year you're just like, it's just the same as the year before. It's like, okay, now I need to make it 3 times. And then I'm sure if I make it 3, then I'll be like, okay, I need to make it 4 times to show that I'm, you know, that I'm enough to be here or I deserve to be here.
It's a wild concept because you go through the season, you earn all these accolades, right?
Yeah.
You know, you second at NorCal Classic, you make it back to the games, and at the end of the season, it's like you have to hand it all back in.
Yeah.
And then you got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And everybody is at square one.
Yeah, that's what I mean is like, yeah, you are kind of just back at square one and trying to figure out where you are in this big picture, you know what I mean? Or what you want, or, yeah, I don't know. It's just like a push and pull, I feel like, all the time.
Last year, you and I talked. You felt like you got cheated out of your rookie season. And that's sad to say because a tragedy occurred that took that away.
Yeah.
That was through no fault of your own. How are you making sure that you enjoy every moment this year?
Again, I'm just trying to be relaxed and like just realize that I do deserve to be here and that like it's crazy because the people that I looked up to are also here. So you're like, wow, I'm here with those girls, but now I get to be one of those people. And so we're all just human in the end. And then when I talk to one of those people, like even Tia today, like we're actually like having conversation and I'm like, oh, we're both just human and we're both just excited to compete in whatever it is, right? So I think just reminding myself of that like I'm just here with all these girls and we're all just gonna go compete and, you know, have a good time.
The hero thing. You and I talked. I'm not going to mention any names. You had a moment last year where you felt like you could overtake somebody in a race. And you didn't because you felt like, I don't want to upset that person or...
Yeah, that's so weird.
And is that like a weird concept to have as a professional athlete, but you're competing against your heroes?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny because that person is on my vision board. And now that I see my vision board, I'm like, oh, is this weird to have that? Because now I am a part of that, you know, like that era of like, I'm now a CrossFit Games athlete. And like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because they're right there on your vision board, and then all of a sudden you're competing against them. And yeah, I did want to overtake that person, but I was just like, oh my gosh, like they're one of the best in the world, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, it was a weird feeling. Maybe I should have tried to, but in the end, I don't know. I gotta learn from it, and then maybe this year I can build that confidence. I think that's just a confidence thing in myself, because that's the biggest thing that I've had to overcome, is like being confident in myself. And so like, as much as I am so much more confident in myself, it still creeps in. And especially, it's crazy that like during a mile run, I was able to have that full conversation with myself where I was like, ooh, should I do it? Like I could literally just go across and go in front of everybody. Ooh, I don't know if I should, you know what I mean? Like I'm having this full conversation while we're running this mile. And meanwhile, realizing how cool the event was. Like that event was the coolest event ever, because we were on a track, and it would be like, some of it would be really quiet, and then all of a sudden you would go and there'd be the bleachers and everyone would be screaming, and then all of a sudden it'd be quiet again. You know what I mean? And I think it was in the quiet spots that's when I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what should I do here? You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make a game plan in the middle of a workout. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if I answered your question even, but
Does $3,000 for a win change that thought process?
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, maybe I needed that. A little money to like dangle in front of me and be like, who the fuck cares?
Tomorrow, 3 events.
Yes.
First event, run, row, run. Chances.
Good. Great. Like, she's a great runner. I think she's one of the best runners in the field for sure. This will come out after the game, so everybody can be mad at me then, but the row is irrelevant. It doesn't really matter unless you get there at the same time as somebody, and even then there's 2 miles of running afterwards, which is more time than most people will be on the rower anyways. So it's a running event, and she's demonstrated against games fields, semifinals fields, multiple times, off-season fields. She's a great runner.
Anticipating a good start to the weekend.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great event for her to start on, for sure.
Then event 2 is the crossovers, deadlift.
Wall walks, crossovers, wall walks, heavy dumbbell shoulders overhead.
Okay.
Toes to bar.
Toes to bar too. Yes, those. Forgot about that. I think that workout is a little bit more. I mean, for Hattie, I think it's a good workout. She's proficient and comfortable with crossover double unders. The dumbbell is heavy, but she's plenty strong enough to move it for 30 repetitions total. The wall walks are kind of an icky buy-in, but not that hard. It's just going to get your shoulders a little bit lit up. And she's solid at toe to bar. It's not a lot of toe to bar. I think my conversation with her for that one is more so, that will be more of a workout where we talk about execution.
And then so event 3 is
Pegboard, squat clean, front squat. So 4 pegboard, 4 squat clean plus front squat, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and the weight ascends. I think that'll be a fun event for the athletes.
I forgot
for
to
sure.
get chopsticks.
I think that'll be a fun
I'm an
event for
idiot.
her. She's good at pegboard. We do pegboard. She's a good vertical puller.
Okay.
Obviously, that lended in her favor at NCC.
And I just forgot.
Being with the legless, and there's a lot of carryover between legless and pegboard, obviously. So the weights aren't
I don't have Pop-Tarts,
really
but I
that
do have
heavy
granola
for the
bars.
ladies' field. So I think that's one where knowing her pace on the pegboard and just being confident on the barbell and smooth, and then as any descending workout, you want to try to get faster as you go.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry. No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, say hi.
You do whatever you want.
That's Amanda, my bestie, and my nutrition coach.
Hi, Amanda.
Yeah, she's got 2 important roles. She's just getting me food right
Nutrition
now.
and dance partner.
Yeah,
Literally.
nutrition and dance partner.
And bestie for life.
And bestie for life.